Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, January 4th, 2024. Hope everybody's doing well out there in the world. I'm just doing a very quick live stream tonight. Just wanted to keep you all updated as to what is going on in the universe of student loan justice. So we're fighting for two things, guys. The return of bankruptcy protection to student loans, and what is probably more interesting for most people, the cancellation of all federally owned student loans by executive order. That concept started on our group, believe it or not. It was our petition that we started in March 2020 that was the genesis of the whole debate around canceling student loans by executive order. I'm here to tell you that we were very disappointed in what Joe Biden did and how he did it and how he tried to defend it. It was, and I can go into that a little bit later if you're interested. We're also very not impressed with Joe Biden as a president. We were even less impressed, if that's even possible, with Donald Trump. But suffice it to say, ladies and gentlemen, we are a fiercely nonpartisan group. And I can tell you with 19 years of authority at this point that neither party is fighting for us. One party claims to be fighting for us, kind of, but they're really not. That would be the Democrats. The Republicans don't even claim to fight for us. In fact, they denigrate and insult us at every step in the way. And I just want to be clear out there. If you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, whatever your political stripes may be, you're very welcome in this group. We tell the truth on this group. And if it offends Republicans or Democrats, well, that's just going to be the way that goes. So you kind of have to park your partisan hat at the door in this particular group. And again, this is coming from 19 very thoroughly studied, well-researched years into the student loan problem. So, and I should probably also, I want to get this off my chest. We've been meeting with the Democrats in the Senate over the past month or so, and unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we had high hopes that the Democrats would return bankruptcy rights to student loans. They had been promising to do it for years and decades, even including in the DNC party platform. But alas, I have to report to you guys that the last time I talked to the Democratic staffers in the Senate, certainly they do not have any intentions of reintroducing our bill this year. And so, and by the way, if you're new to the group, nobody wants to file for bankruptcy. It's a terrible thing to have to do, but we will not see anything good, and we will see everything good when the fundamental right of bankruptcy, as it exists for all other loans, is returned to student loans. So no matter what you want to see happen with your own student loans, it all comes down to us, the people, getting the leverage of bankruptcy returned to the debt. Unless and until that happens, we're going to see Joe Biden or the next president pretend to cancel loans. And you know, what we're going to get is what we've already seen. And if you're watching me, the chances are you did not get your loans canceled. The loans that were canceled under Biden were loans that should have been canceled years or even decades ago under existing law. And while $131 billion sounds like a lot, Joe Biden could, or the next president can cancel $131 billion in federal student loans every 3 years forever. And unfortunately, the student loan portfolio will still grow by $600 billion over the same time period. And who knows what the future is going to hold, but I think we've seen the vast majority of the loan cancellations that we're going to see from Joe Biden. And so, you know, to everybody out there, and I know there are quite a few of our members have seen their loans canceled. Congratulations, but we're talking about only 2% of all borrowers. So yeah, what we have seen them do in the continued absence of bankruptcy rights is perpetuate this unconscionable loan scam. So the best news that I have for you today, here, January 4th, 2024, the loans have been turned back on for 4 months now. And despite what you may have read at the New York Times or whoever syndicated that story, 60% of student loan borrowers are not paying on their loans, as the New York Times claims. In fact, the opposite of that is true, like more than the opposite, not exactly opposite, but so 80% of federal student loan borrowers are not paying on their loans. 80% of everyone is not paying on their loans, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you take out the kids who are in college, so they really shouldn't be paying, it's still like 78% of all student loan borrowers have not resumed making their payments. They're not, if they were paying before. They're not making their payments, 80%. So if you're not paying on your student loans, you're in very, very, very good company. And you can see we published our own article on that very question just last week, or was it this week? Anyways, you can see the article for yourself at the top of our Medium channel. We tell the truth on this group, guys. We've been around for 19 years now. We've broken many, many, many stories in the media. We've been featured on 60 Minutes. I actually wrote the very first book to be published book with Beacon Press, very prestigious publisher. I wrote the very first book to be critical of the student loan program in this country. And I was thinking about it. This is also true. I am actually the first political activist in the country on the issue of student loans. Like, that's actually true. That's crazy. But suffice it to say, we do not do shoddy research. I do not make claims that are not absolutely true and easily proven, usually by nothing more than federal data. So the fact that 80% of student loan borrowers are not making payments on their loans, that comes directly from the Department of Education, federal student loan data. And you can read the article for yourself. So you're in very good company. The propaganda war, and it has been a true information war against us over the past, really forever, since 2005 when we started this, but it's gotten very, very bad in recent years, particularly post 2020 when the loan cancellation debate really took off, thanks to us. The 90% of our battle has been to get the truth about student loans out. And it is a very difficult thing to do. So if you forget everything I say tonight, remember this. Word of mouth is kind of the only weapon that we have, guys. Like, we cannot count on the media to report the truth around this issue. We just cannot. It's not going to happen. 98% of the media that we see out there is against us, and it's seeded literally by our opposition in the media. Now, all of the propaganda, the misinformation, the disinformation, and the lies are very easily proven to be thusly lies. They're very easily debunked. But when you don't when you don't help us spread the truth, it's pretty much not going to get out there. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that you and everyone on this group, you're watching me. We are the pioneers in this, all of us collectively. And I don't see this problem ever getting solved unless the people in this group, studentloanjustice.org, get way more active and start to actually help us fight this fight. And to everybody out there who has been helping us fight, you know who you are, and I salute you. And we would not have come anywhere but for the people on this group. Like that lame Biden loan cancellation that we're hearing about now, and that went up to the Supreme Court. Yeah, that all started with us, this group right here. It would not have happened but for the people on this group. So we have a lot to be proud of. But we've got a very tough year ahead, ladies and gentlemen. And I will have something very, very important to announce on Sunday night. 7 p.m. Eastern time on that front. I've been looking out in the world. As I said, we're a politically nonpartisan group, but we are partisan aware. And, I've been thinking very hard about what we can do to break this, to change the game, to get another roll of the dice and shake things up and change the game. Yeah. And so what we have in mind and what we are going to do, I will announce on Sunday. So please just bear with me for another couple of days, and be sure and tune in again here on Sunday night at 7 p.m. I think you'll be very impressed. So that is all the more that I'm going to say about that for now. But suffice it to say, I'm quite excited, and I hope and hope that you will be too when you see what we're going to do on Sunday. So in the meantime, I'm going to sign off for now, but I will just tell everybody, keep fighting. If you're looking for something to do, you can always go to our website, and you can always do the past couple of weeks worth of our daily actions right there. bit.ly/SLJ daily action, or just go to the website right there. And our daily actions are very quick. They're very easy to do. You can probably do 2 weeks worth in less than 10 minutes. It's mostly Twitter stuff. You got to have a Twitter account. I'm sorry about that, but that's just true. But collectively, ladies and gentlemen, we on this group, 1.5 million people, at least on paper, including our petition signers, our Facebook, all our other platforms, we have an incredibly large muscle nationally, incredibly large muscle to flex. And yeah, so I have made my own New Year's resolution to finally get us to flex the muscle that we have. And I'm asking, begging, pleading with you to make a similar New Year's resolution, whatever you want to call it. Make a commitment to yourself that you will actually spend some time fighting for student loan justice in the coming year. And what that will look like will become clear for you, hopefully, after Sunday. So I'm just going to leave it there. The last thing I'm going to say tonight, and thanks to everybody who's been pitching in lately. And I must say, we need to raise $180 still this week. So if you could donate at this time, let me dial that in for you. It's just studentloanjustice.org/donate right there. If you could donate at this time, please do it, guys. We don't need much at all to survive, fight, and win this battle. But we cannot do it on nothing, guys. And I know so many people are really what's the word? De-energized. They're very discouraged right now. The loans have been turned back on. It doesn't seem like there's any help out there for us. But ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, we got this. We got this. We are the student loan system. Without us, the system collapses. So we hold ultimate and absolute power over this lending scam, and we will defeat it. But that will only help. That will only happen when you help. So get into it. It feels good to fight this fight. Believe me, I've been doing it for 20 years. It actually feels really good to tell the truth, fight, and win this battle. So buck up, take heart. Misery loves company, maybe something like that, right? 80% of all borrowers are totally screwed, not paying right now. So yeah, we have a huge muscle to flex. And so buck up, take heart, be a little encouraged instead of discouraged. And I will probably do maybe another live stream between now and Sunday night. So we'll see. Good luck. Godspeed doing our daily actions. And God bless everyone. See you soon.